So let me ask you, does the fear of lifting your pen while doing a continuous line drawing keep you from doing continuous line drawing? Because you know what, honestly, that is the first question I get. What if I lift my pen? Is it okay to lift my pen? Even in my Zoom classes, people who have been there for years with me say, oh my God, I lifted my pen. I want to say it is absolutely okay if you lift your pen. You know why? Because nobody cares. Nobody cares. And it's not even the point of why we do what we do. The reason why we do what we do, when I say the thing that we do, I'm referring to continuous line warm-ups, which is what I'm doing right now, and I invite you to do it with me if you haven't already. All it requires is a ballpoint pen, nothing fancy, and some copy paper. I just happen to bind it in my very fancy branded, there's my logo, it's just copy paper, right? And so the point of this is, like, this is where I really think the secret sauce is of continuous line drawing, because really it is okay if you lift your line when you're doing a drawing. We're not purist. I'm not purist. That's not how I design the curriculum. It's more so that you finish your thought. Finish your thought, right? Sometimes when people are drawing, and you get to a person and people go, I don't know how to draw people, so I'm just going to stop and have a sip of my beautiful latte. Muy buenos dias, everyone. So I'm here to tell you that if the fear of lifting your pen while doing a continuous line drawing keeps you from doing continuous line drawing, you can just let that go, because it's really not the point. The point, like I said, is the continuous line warm-ups, which, as you can see, I just broke my line. The continuous line warm-ups is where we do one long line on the page. And it may seem innocent enough, it may seem inconsequential, it may seem insignificant, it may seem nonsensical, it may seem like a waste of time, but no, au contraire, what am I speaking? Au contraire. This act of doing a continuous line on a piece of cheap paper with a cheap pen just helps condition. This is a warm-up. This is a warm-up that allows you to ease up on the fear of drawing on the page. It allows you to ease up on the ego thinking you have to do a perfect drawing or you fail, right? And we all have that, like, that whole thing of like, oh my God, are you going to wreck this page again? How are you going to destroy this drawing, right? Like, there's a variation of that for almost everyone. And if you just start to condition yourself by doing these lines, it's very relaxing. I mean, I happen to do it while I'm talking on the live stream, but when I do these on my own, when I'm just, I mean, honestly, sometimes if I look at the news too much, I'm like, oh my God, we're so doomed. We're so doomed. So if I just take a moment to get myself a beautiful cup of coffee or cup of tea, I'm trying to drink more tea these days. I still have a cup of coffee in the morning, but I can't drink coffee in the afternoon. So anyways, a little tea in the afternoon. Little Muzak. Here's a little Muzak rendition of Lionel Richie's All Night Long. All night long. Okay, remember that hit from the 80s? I think that was a song about cocaine, but I'm not sure. So it's a very relaxing exercise. Getting knobs on my pen here. Very relaxing exercise to just draw a continuous line on the page. And it's not about drawing anything, and it's not about, oftentimes as artists we have performance anxiety. I certainly do, because I almost not everything, but quite, whenever I'm like drawing something or I want to talk about something, or I want to have to do a drawing for my drawing challenge, there's this whole thing of like, do I film it? And how do I film it? And what do I say? And what do I wear? And what I got to do with my hair? It's so hot I can't even breathe with my hair. I'm ready to shave it all off. So, you know, in this day of social media, there's all these performance anxieties, and I probably take it to I'm not the extremist of the extreme, but I do try to like wrap in marketing things with my art, right? And that's exhausting. I'll be honest, that gets really old, especially in this era that we're in, where our social media platforms, their true colors are really showing of just how harmful and how insidious it all is. It's like, why am I doing all this hard work to not get any likes? Right? Like, that's really kind of what, like, we're all dancing for the monkey, and the monkey is so distracted by the shiny thing that it's never going to see us or hear us, right? So, but if you just take a moment to do this sort of a thing, and it's okay to lift your pen when you do this, but really try to get through the page, you know, when you're sitting in a quiet moment, to do a continuous line, right? And there's something about it that helps my brain to shift, and I know others have said that. It's just super relaxing. It's my version of the morning pages, and not to take away from the power of the morning pages, because Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way is it's a solid program and plan to move through your creativity. It's hard. I'll say this is a little bit easier. But this helps me just get the noise out of my head. It helps me get sort of centered. It helps me just kind of like consolidate my thoughts, because even just walking here, I'm like, oh my God, did you see what he did? Oh my God, look what she did. Oh my God, 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 right? Just walking down the street. At any given time, you could look at a person and they can just be consumed with their thoughts, right? And this is a very distracted area. It's a very fractured era that we're living through with technology, with AI. There's a lot of things vying for our attention, vying for our eyes and our likes, right? So this is a way to, you know, it may seem insignificant, but it's a way to be sovereign to yourself. And so then when you get around to doing a drawing, whether you're doing a continuous line or whether you're on urban sketching, or whether you're just making art at your house and drawing just to, like, for the pure, beautiful act of drawing, and then you have that thing, oh, what if I lift my pen, and then it won't be a continuous line, and then I won't be able to post it in that group, and it won't be a pure continuous line. And I just want to say it one more time, it doesn't matter, nobody cares, that's not how we roll here. We are doing this more in the sense of, like, complete the drawing, move through. If something scares you, like to draw a dog or a person or coffee cup, if it's a doorway, I mean, this place is full of murals, right? Like, it can be very overwhelming, and if I stop and go, I can't draw that, then the ego has won. The ego has won, and we don't care about the ego. The ego can go out there and fight all the other battles, but when it's in here, in the drawing, in your art practice, your drawing practice, it doesn't matter if you lift the pen. It's more about just pushing through your fears. Push through your fears. Know that you have a bridge to push through your fears, and that is a continuous line, because this is where you get your where you're going to find some peace. I mean, that sounds silly, but honestly, this is where you're going to kind of, the anxiety lessens when you do this, and you start to build confidence. I mean, how does that happen? Well, honestly, this whole continuous line practice is not about keeping your pen on the page. It's about pushing through your fears. It's about understanding composition and logistics, and it's about building confidence. Those are the three pillars of the continuous line storytelling. Push through fears, learn composition, build confidence, repeat, and do it all over again. And by doing these simple warm-ups, however you want to do them, my whole book is filled with different direction. Well, no, I guess they're not. They're all kind of the same way. Because, well, here, there's loop-de-loops, right? Find your way. It's not about doing exactly what I do, but I am here to tell you this is good medicine. It is good medicine to just do one long line on your page because it helps get that anxiety out of our heads, out of our hands, so that we are free to be the artist that we want to be, right? So lift your pen, twirl it around, take it out for a spin, take it out for a cup of coffee, whatever. But just do the continuous line in the line warm-ups. That's where the secret sauce is. All right, everyone, have a great day. Stay sane out there. Keep drawing your stories, keep drawing your selfies, keep doing your lines. Peace out, man.